nearly 3 billion people around the world are under the COVID-19 induced lockdown. The pandemic that has infected more than 650,000 people and killed over 30,000 has forced the world's most bustling cities to a standstill. While India and its 1.3 billion people are in a complete lockdown, some of the other major cities across the world are only partially shut. Crux connected with people self-quarantined in 5 major cities across the globe to find out how they're coping up with the situation. Canada has so far recorded more than 4,000 COVID-19 cases and over 35 deaths, with Toronto having more than 300 COVID-19 cases. While the offices, schools and community centres have been shut, the city is not in a complete lockdown.
Here in Toronto, we've been in isolation, my girlfriend and I, for the last coming on 2 weeks nearly. The city, I think, is really, you could feel like one day they were kind of getting it, and then, you know, one day the government ramped up announcements and people started taking it really seriously. I felt the air change. The grocery stores have been okay. They've been, you know, supplied. There's order. People are a little anxious, but, you know, we're managing. This street that you see here is ordinarily very quiet. It's a one-way, but Toronto, you know, usually gridlock, and it is quiet at rush hour. So people are definitely feeling this, and I hope staying connected to each other.
Singapore has limited any gathering to a maximum of 10 people in a bid to contain the spread of COVID-19. Singapore has confirmed about 680 coronavirus cases so far.
Hello from Singapore. We're doing pretty okay here, I guess. Still not completely locked down, as you can see. There's quite a lot of traffic going on. Just last night they closed all the big places, the clubs and the big restaurants and stuff, but small bars are still open. You still go out. Yeah, it's fucking freaky. I guess Singapore, I guess here we have it better than anywhere else in the world, but it's still really freaky. Working from home.
New York is the new Wuhan in the global map of the epidemic, with US leading the chart in most number of coronavirus cases. New York, the financial capital of the world, has more than 30,000 cases and has seen around 380 deaths.
Hi, I'm Karishma Manjani. I'm in New York, a state with the most number of coronavirus cases that have been recorded, and in a nation that has the most number of coronavirus cases in the entire world. I'm going out for a grocery run right outside my building. So when I get out, I usually put on the mask. There is no specific reason where they've said that there is a necessity to wear a mask. Only people who have been detected with it, and I haven't been. But I mean, today they recorded 100 deaths in the state, so I guess it's important.
The Summer Olympics in the city has been pushed back to 2021 as Japan's capital is coming to terms with COVID-19 pandemic. Japan has over 1,300 coronavirus cases. Tokyo, a city of 13 million, is in a partial lockdown and has reported more than 200 COVID-19 cases.
News of this coronavirus started spreading here as early as in January. It's been complete 2 months since then. You know, the virus is still spreading, and there hasn't been any complete lockdown from the government side, but there has been partial or voluntary lockdown by the IT firms, the organizations. The people here, they remained indoors as much as possible to protect themselves from the virus. The IT firms requested its employees to exercise work from home, and the schools have been shut, the universities have been shut since then, and since there hasn't been a complete lockdown by the government, there are people out on these streets, there are vehicles out on these streets, but comparatively it's much lesser than what we have seen before January.
Australia has reported over 3,000 cases of COVID-19 since the outbreak. Australia has locked down its borders and has enforced stricter quarantine measures.
I'm right now in Sydney, Australia. The situation in Sydney in Australia is pretty much the same, likewise rest of the world. We are facing a lot of problems. People are pretty much isolating inside their houses. I am with my family, with my son and my parents are pretty much inside the house for the last 2 weeks. The situation is creating a lot of issues for the grocery shopping, bills and the very common essential products. There are certain grocery shops where you can see the prices are high 3 times. But everybody has to cope up with the situation. We are keeping it calm. And definitely the real problem is with the kids. They are not going outside to play. They're getting very much irritated at times, but that's what it is. We cannot help it.
As people across the world are quarantined within the 4 walls of their homes, they are desperately waiting for the pandemic crisis to get over, hoping that their life will get back to what it used to be before the lockdown happened.
Be okay. Just hope the world will learn some lessons from this and things will be better after.
When this is all done, I mean, I imagine there's going to be some kind of party in a very public place where you just want to be around people. People are missing hugs and, just high-fiving, and I imagine there'll be some fun revelry